So just a reminder, the standard algorithm is just another way that we can do multiplication, okay? Some of you really, really enjoy the standard algorithm. You might like another way more. You might like the area model more. You might like the base 10 method more. Whatever you like and works for your brain, that's totally awesome. So the nice thing about today, what we're going to be doing with the standard algorithm is pretty straightforward. Doing the standard algorithm without having to do any regrouping for today. And that'll make more sense when we get into it. What we do when we do the standard algorithm, I'm just gonna do a quick little review for you guys, is we like to stack our numbers, okay? So let's say I have the number 24, okay? And I multiply it by 2. I'm gonna write them on top of each other, just like that, okay? Now, when I'm doing the standard algorithm, I'm always going to work from my smallest place value and towards our greater place values. So first we're going to work with, who can raise their hand and tell me what is our smallest place value we have right now?
Ones.
The ones place. Awesome. So I'm going to do my ones place. So in my ones place, I have 2 and I have 4. Okay. And then I just multiply those together. So what is 2 times 4? Nice job. It is 8. Okay. So I've already worked with my ones place. Now I'm going to move to my next greatest place value, which is what? Tanush.
The tens place.
Great job. So now I'm going to multiply by my tens place. What is 2 times 2? Show me with your fingers. Good job. It is 4. Okay. So our answer, 24 times 2, is 48. Okay. This is very simple because we didn't have to regroup anything. Okay. All we're going to be practicing today is this method of we're going to start with our smallest place value and then we're going to work our way over to our biggest place value. Okay. So we'll be able to do bigger numbers like, okay, 213 times 3. Someone raise your hand and tell me what is my smallest place value that I am working with. Michael.
Ones.
My ones place. So 3 and 3, I'm going to multiply together because I'm working with my ones place right now. What is 3 times 3? Nice job. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so since I was working in my ones place, this is going to go into my ones place. Okay, now I worked with my ones place. What is my next place value I'm going to work with? What is my next biggest place value? Maria.
Tens.
Our tens place. So now we're going to multiply to our tens place. So 3 times 1. Show me with your fingers what is 3 times 1. Nice job. It is 3. Okay. What is my next biggest my next biggest place value? After my tens place comes what? Leah.
Your hundredth place.
My hundreds place. Great job. So I'm going to do 3 times whatever's in my hundreds place, which in this case is 2. So what's 3 times 2? Show me with your fingers. Good job. It is 6. So our answer, 213 times 3 is 639. Okay? So what we are always going to be doing with standard algorithm is we're going to be working, let's say I have number, I'm not going to write a number, but I'm going to kind of just draw this out. We're always going to work to our smallest place value. Remember, then we're going to work our way over to our biggest place value after that. Okay, so no matter how big our top number is, no matter how many digits it has, we're just keeping moving from our smallest place value over to our biggest place value. Okay, I want to show you this side by side to what we were doing with the base 10 method. Okay, so you're just watching right now. You don't have to write anything down. So I'm going to give a number, let's do 342. Okay, and we're going to multiply this by 2. Okay, I want to show this also in my base 10 method at the same time. So here's my hundreds, here's my tens, here's my ones. Okay, I have 2 ones, so 1, 2. I have 4 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 3 hundreds, 1, 2, 3 hundreds. Okay. they want me to show this 2 times. Okay, so here's my first time. I'm going to show it again in a second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so I've shown 342 2 times. Okay, so remember that final step over here when we started adding everything up together and seeing if we needed to regroup? It's the same exact thing that we're doing when we're working over here. So let's take a look over here first. If I'm looking at my ones place, okay, if I'm adding all my ones up together, well, I have 2 ones and then 2 ones again, or 2 ones 2 times, or 2 plus 2, or 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. Okay, if I look over here now, well, I know I need to work with my smallest place value first, which is my ones place. Okay, and if I look over here, oh, it's the same exact thing. 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay, now I would work over to my tens. Luckily, I didn't have to regroup. Okay, we're going to go into regrouping on Wednesday. But now I'm going to look at my tens place over here. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens total, or 4 times 2 tens, or 4 plus 4 tens, which is equal to 8. Okay, now I'm going to look at the same thing over here. If I'm working next to my tens place next, because that's my next largest one, right? After ones comes my tens. Oh, I have 4 times 2 again, which is equal to 8. Okay, are we seeing the similarities between the two? Okay, finally, after looking at my tens place, next up would be my hundreds place. Okay, so I'm going to look at my hundreds over here first. I have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 again. So 3 times 2, or 3 plus 3, or 3 2 times, right? Which is equal to 6. Okay, so I got my answer over here already, 684. I'm going to finish off my step over here. My last place value that I would have to work with is my hundreds place. And again, I see 3 times 2, which is 6. Okay, so I end up getting the same answer. I'm basically doing the same exact thing, just over here, I'm drawing it out and seeing visually what exactly I'm doing. And over here, I'm kind of condensing it and making it a quicker version of that. Let's try a bigger number together that I know you guys will be able to do. Okay, let's do 1,243 times 2. Okay, someone start me off. What's the smallest place value that I'm going to work with first? Raise your hand if you know what is the smallest place value I'm going to work with first. Bella.
Your ones.
Nice job. Okay, so I'm going to get you started on this. You're starting with your ones, and then it's going to go in your ones place. Okay, what is that going to be? Then what am I going to work to next? Then what after that? And then what after that? Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to solve. Okay, Noria, I'm going to have you walk me through this, okay? Let's start this off. She said we need to multiply our ones place first, right? So when we multiply our ones place, 3 times 2, what do we get?
We get 9. Oh, 3 times 2 is 6.
Good job. We get 6. Okay. Now, Nuria, what's our next place value over? After the ones place comes what?
The 10s.
Good job. So we're going to multiply by whatever is in our tens place. So what is 4 times 2, Nuria?
4 times 2 is 8.
Good job. Is 8. Okay. Okay. So we did our ones place. We did our tens place. What comes next, Nuria?
10. I mean, hundreds.
our hundreds, right? So we're going to multiply this by whatever is in our hundreds place, which happens to be 2. So what's 2 times 2?
4.
Good job. And that's going to go in our hundreds slot. Okay, Naria, what comes after our hundreds now? Because it doesn't look like we're done.
The thousands.
Our thousands. Good job. So now we're going to come back and work with our thousands, okay, which is 1 times 2. What is 1 times 2, Naria?
2.
Good job. So our final answer is 2,480